John's gonna put me on a diet now, and I don't want to go on a diet.
So we've moved on to the PlayStation 2. A fertile field for Garfield games.
The ultimate system for Garfield fans.
So, for the record, the GBA had 2 Garfield games. The Nintendo DS later on had 3 Garfield games. The PS2, 4 Garfield games.
That's a lot of Garf.
More Garfield than any other console. Just a ridiculous bounty of Garfield games. And we're getting things started with Garfield.
Just Garfield?
It's just Garfield. That's all it's called. Released for the PC and also PS2 in Europe only. This one was never released in the States. So this is 2004. For the record, there's a few Garfield games we're not going to cover tonight. If you want a complete lexicon of Garfield, I recommend you check out Create with Garfield for the Commodore 64, released in 1986. Garfield's Nightmare, Garfield's Fun Fest, and Garfield Gets Real for the Nintendo DS. The Garfield Show for the Wii, and Garfield Kart, which to date is the last console Garfield game. So check those out. We're not going to cover those now, maybe in the future. But for now, we're going to finish things up with the 4 PS2 Garfield games.
Oh,
Alex,
boy.
turn down that Elgato, because there is no sound mixing in this game whatsoever, and the intro is
Done
really
and
loud.
done.
You ready for this?
Yep.
This intro, it's pretty precious. I really
Okay.
love it. Here we go.
Garfield?
What the hell is this?
Where are you? There you are. I'm very angry with you. This is your last warning. You've scratched my favorite chair. You've eaten my carefully prepared lasagna.
Oh, looks great.
And now, my favorite suit has been shredded. And don't try to blame this on Odie, Garfield. He would never do anything like this. Garfield, if one more thing gets eaten, scratched, or shredded, I will put you on a diet. I'm leaving now. I'll be back at 5 o'clock. I've left a list of chores for you to do on the fridge. Remember what I said. I really mean it this time, Garfield. Gee, I hate seeing John upset like that. Just kidding. Okay, now I'm ready for a little me time.
Why?
Oh, not Binky the Clown. That's better. My favorite. A cooking show.
All these voices are backwards on the TV.
Odie, you scared the shit out of me.
Odie, what have you done? John's gonna put me on a diet now, and I don't want to go on a diet. Think, Garfield, think. There has to be some way to clean up this mess before John gets home. But how? The vacuum cleaner. Odie, you're a genius. What am I saying?
Wah wah. So that's Garfield. What do you think of how this game looks, Alex? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good style. Pretty excellent production values.
It looks like a worse version of that really bad CG animated Garfield series.
Yeah, the most recent one that might still be ongoing. This was before that. They tried to do their own sort of 3D rendered CG thing. Doesn't look too good. I gotta say though, my favorite part of the intro is when Garfield summarizes things by saying, he says, John's gonna put me on a diet, and I don't want to go on a diet. In a weird, ironic twist, Garfield does not want to go on a diet.
That's so weird, because usually he really loves to diet.
He loves dieting. He loves healthy eating. He's all about that stuff.
What the fuck, Odie? Fuck off!
Cats are poetry in motion. Dogs are gibberish in neutral.
Oh.
So through the game, you're followed around by Odie. You can kick him around and he makes the most horrible noise.
If you want to appear smarter, hang around someone stupid.
And then Garfield says something snide.
Garfield makes one of his patented zingers.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what goes there.
I wonder.
fire.
So this is an adventure game, believe it or not. It's one of those pick up items, put down items thing, only it's in 3D.
Sure, I've seen something that goes.
You gotta go all over the house. There's a lot of doors you need to unlock.
I wonder what goes.
A lot of
there.
puzzle pieces you need to collect.
I wonder what goes.
Just
there.
a ton of busy work, and a lot of Garfield wondering what goes where or how to do things. I'm gonna let you in on a secret, Alex. I've beaten this game.
What the?
I have played all the way through this game. There is nothing redeeming or entertaining about it. Sometimes the voice acting's pretty bad, and that's funny, but
I liked your slow crawl up the stairs.
mostly it's long load times and really slow crawls up and down stairs. He does that every single time. It's a big waste of time.
So is this like a Scavenger Jack Elastic? This is like a Garfield's Mansion or something like that, like Luigi's Mansion with Garf.
I guess so, only nothing exciting happens. It really is just going around rummaging through things and finding items. I don't think there's even any combat. I think you fight spiders in the basement, but that's it. It's just a really low-key adventure game with no stakes, no humor.
I wonder what goes there.
I guess the environments are decent looking for this being such a low-rate game, but boy.
Life is like a bowl of cherries, and dogs are the pits.
So when you start the game, it's just a bunch of locked doors. You gotta find the keys. Gotta get things started. Right now, the entire upstairs is locked. So you know what that means.
You have to go downstairs?
Gotta go back downstairs.
Oh, he walks downstairs normally, but he can't get upstairs without you, like, dragging his ass up.
Same load times, though. And I'm telling you this as a Garfield completionist, as someone who beat this game. Don't do it. No reason to do so. In fact, there's only one redeeming part of this game, and if my save file still exists, I'm about to show you. You're gonna see some late-game Garfield here. We're talking like 10 hours of play at this point. It's like Super Metroid, only nothing happens. Just going from one part of the planet to another, unlocking the Metroid's doors.
So, I guess, Samus Returns is pretty good, huh?
Yeah, a lot of doors to unlock, a lot of Odies to kick.
A lot of Garfields just running around.
I actually beat that game right before this stream. It's really good. I liked it. Really tough. Really hard game. I wasn't expecting that. So as you can see, my checklist completely filled out. I've done everything. I've cleaned up the whole house. I've even made dinner for John.
Oh, how nice.
Not like he deserves it.
No, he doesn't.
And Odie is still chasing me.
Cats are poetry in motion. Dogs are gibberish in mute.
So at this point, I've unlocked all the doors, including the basement. And the only worthwhile part of this game happens in the basement. When I found this out, it was amazing. I laughed and laughed and laughed. I hope you'll have the same experience. Alright, so you're in the basement.
Oh, yuck. The spider.
There's spiders down here. I don't think they hurt you, they just knock you back. So you should know that Garfield has a vacuum that he can use on things.
Wait, I have... Okay.
That's kind of like Luigi's Mansion. You don't fight ghosts or anything, you just use it in specific puzzle situations. But the way Garfield specifically refers to vacuuming things, I don't agree with.
I can push this.
Okay.
I wonder what happens when I suck this.
What do you think? The basketball,
Well,
that
this-
is.
oh.
The basketball.
So I was gonna say, well, thank you for watching Retro Pals this week.
Garfield, you gotta watch your phrasing.
Please, Garfield.
I wonder what happens when I suck this. Alex,
I
how would you have written that? What would you have done? How would you have avoided Garfield talking about sucking things?
would
There,
say
see?
when I... No, I guess the phrase suck this up would also be very...
But would you have had him say, I wonder what happens if I suck this? Like, emphasizing the suck part, even?
I would never have Garfield emphasize suck.
Hate hating spiders.
But I love sucking. There you go, that's the one good part of this game. Let me tell you, just after 7 or 8 hours of just mind-numbing collecting and ferrying stuff back and forth, to hear Garfield talk about sucking things, that's the height of comedy. I wonder what happens, Alex. I wonder what happens.
I wonder what happens when I suck this.
Please record that again. That is not
God
appropriate
damn
on
it.
any level.
Chat! Garfield is not a daddy! He protect, he attack, and he suck with the back. Oh my god! Loveless!
So the two good things about the game, Garfield elaborating that he does not want to go on a diet, which John is going to put him on. Number 2, sucking this.
Sucking it.
What happens when you suck this?
What happens when you suck the cheese?
Garfield. We have 3 more of these games to get through,
Let's
Alex.
go.
Alright, let's do this. So fortunately, all these PS2 Garfield games came on CDs in PAL land. So what some enterprising pirates did is they just put them all on a single DVD. So this is the Garfield 4-in-1 pack. And this Garfield 2 is not the Garfield 2 to this game's Garfield 1. This is Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties. It's based on the movie, Alex.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you want to play this one?
Yeah.
Kidder Hooker?
Let's move
Garfield?
on, please.
We'll talk about that later, Garfield. Anyway.
We will talk about all of this later. Oh, someone who worked on the game is in chat.
Fucking nice.
Thank you. Sorry for the suck jokes.
How was that? I bet that was an experience. That game is the first game that's weirdly ambitious for a licensed game.
Wow, I don't like that intro noise.
Well, get used to it. This is Garfield 2. I honestly forget what kind of game this is, but I guess we're going to find out.
Also, we should show off all the language options. We have Portuguese. Wow,
Oh
that's
my
a
goodness.
lot.
Yeah, this is definitely a PAL game. So unlike the last game, this one actually was released in the States. It was called Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties, not Garfield 2.
Oh man, poor Dana in chat had to work on this game in all those languages, and all they knew was English. They had to
Oh,
check all the
wow.
other versions.
God, localization must be a pain for so many languages. And this one actually might have some production values because it is based on a major feature film.
Oh yeah, we saw that movie, didn't we?
Yep,
Gosh,
Alex and I have seen Garfield and Garfield 2, starring Bill Murray. I don't think they got Bill Murray's voice for this game. Just call it a hunch.
I knew it would have been too good to be true. Dargis is going to lock us out like Christoph and Claudius, and we shall all die.
Now these movies, they were live action with CG animals, right? I think that's how
Yeah.
it was.
No
Yeah.
matter who that cat is, if he looks like Prince, he can save us from Dargis.
Yeah, and the basic plot was a,
We must do all we can to keep
Prince
him
and
here
the
until
Pauper type
Dargis'
thing.
meeting with the lawyers. Let's make him feel at home and pamper him as if he was really Prince.
no, it's just getting cut off at the...
Watch out,
So
here
weird.
he comes.
It's a converted
hello,
PAL
Your
game. It's
Majesty.
going to have
Okay.
some weirdness with cropping.
Winston, I'm getting
And that's
sick of all this
Garfield.
nonsense talk. I just want to go home and see my owner.
That's the voice from the first game. That's totally the same voice.
You
Not
want to
Bill
leave?
Murray.
Please take your time. This is your home, the castle, the park. All is yours.
Huh? What do you mean? All this? Mine? You're pulling my leg.
I love that they
No,
brought back
I
that
assure
voice
you, Your
actor.
Majesty, all belongs to you.
Well, if you put it that way. Very well. If you insist. But stop calling me Your Majesty, Winston. Call me Your Highness from now on.
Very well, Your Highness.
At last, a place worthy of me.
Phew. And that's right, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, Bill Murray thought he was signing on for a Coen Brothers movie. It was a different Coen making the Garfield movie. And that movie was not great, and neither was
No,
this
it was
one.
not.
So this is a weird-looking Garfield game. This Garfield looks a little bit different from what we're used to.
It looks like the movie Garf, which is a very different Garf style.
It's actually fairly well rendered, this environment. Garfield himself, despite the change in style, he looks pretty good.
It's got a little funky music here.
Mm-hmm. So definitely bigger production values than that first game. We'll have to see if the gameplay is any good. Should also note both these games have inverted X-axis for camera control. Don't like it. I don't think you can change it in either game. I'm glad modern games have learned from that mistake. Most games offer that as a choice now. Oh, nope, I don't want to save. Let's go talk to the dog.
Your Highness, how about a little exercise?
This lighting makes him look a little
I
threatening.
really don't know what you mean, Winston. I'm in great shape.
Garfield's a 70s disco
Well,
cop,
if you
yeah.
want to have the
That's
shape
what it
of a
sounds
real
like.
cat, listen to me. Press circle to spin around. Do this to break
Oh
off
my
or
God!
get rid of animals getting in your way. Watch Odie break the vase by pressing circle when you are near the vase.
That's Odie? Oh yeah, Odie was just a regular
Get ready for
dog.
some pure
It was
class
messed
action.
up.
He wasn't even CG. They made Odie a live-action dog. Really, really strange for the Garfield canon. They kind of played fast and loose with it. I don't know if I appreciated it.
Not bad, Your Highness.
You gotta have
Come
respect
let
for the
me
canon.
Explain something else.
You'll never really know what talent is, my poor Winston.
And for the record, the movie was like a Prince and the Pauper kind of story.
Yeah, it was
I like
pretty
this
basic.
country already.
Garf is rich
England,
now.
The cradle of civilization.
By pressing L1 while moving, you can quickly charge at your enemies to knock them down.
Yeah, fuck that face.
And
Do
unfortunately,
say
this is
what's
the
your
era
friend
of endless
break the
tutorials, so we're not likely to get past this. Still, it's a good-looking and relatively good playing game. And of course, it's made for kids. It is a kids movie and a kids game. Wow!
Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh
my
God!
goodness! Look at him go! Look at Garfield go!
Oh, okay. I
Garfield
think
is out of control.
that is this game is good now.
Oh, I've been hitting the catnip a little hard lately.
He's fucking high as hell. Don't you need to rush into it like Elwin or whatever? There you go.
Yeah.
See,
Why do anything but spin?
Winston, you wouldn't be exploiting me by any chance.
Stop complaining and listen.
We have more tutorials to get through.
This is the last exercise before Your Highness walks. Press X
Please let me
twice
walk.
to do a double jump. Use it to get up there and break the vase.
Was his voice slowed down
Yes,
there?
it is.
Reminds me.
Double jump.
Garfield? Oh. Do a double jump,
It sounded like when does a dream become a nightmare?
Yeah.
That's something we should probably show on our
Well
intermission
done,
at
Your
some point.
Highness. You can now go to the garden, accomplish the missions you'll find with your compass, and I'll show you more great moves. Have fun.
Oof, that was a
Yeah.
bad read.
I sure need some air now, you flea bag.
Yeah, same to you, Garfield.
So I criticize, but really, this looks like a decent kids game. This isn't a rip-off like other Garfield games were. This is not a week of Garfield. There's a clear progression in Garfield games, and this is a pretty high mark, I'd say, for this point.
Yeah.
This is an actual video game. So far on PS2, we've seen the first actual Garfield games.
Hello, Your Highness. Welcome to the...
Oh, there's so
Very
much talking.
kind of you, Winston. Thank you.
I want to see more of Garfield's fucked up spin.
Yeah.
I wanna
Alright,
see
let's just
like-
spin through the garden.
Okay.
There
Oh
we go.
my god, there he goes.
You
There
can just
he
do that
goes.
as much as you want.
Just fucking.
He's doing his best Crash Bandicoot impression.
I don't even know what's going on with his limbs and his anything.
They're just all over the place.
Your Highness wishes to dance in rhythm? Okay,
Oh, yes,
all
I
you have
do.
to do is press the appropriate buttons at the right time.
No. No, 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 no. This is not a rhythm game.
Winston, I got it. Let the stars show you.
Here we go. Are you ready for hell? Because this seems like it's going to be hell. Oh, yeah, this is the stuff. This is why I play video games.
Danny's a big old rhythm game fan here.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get all perfects, and then I'm gonna go back and try and get all marvelous. It's a joke for the 3 people who play DDR in here.
Why is this game so funky? The movie wasn't this funky.
It really is. Yeah,
It's not a complaint, by the way.
all the music before now, very funk inspired. It's got that waka waka guitar.
Danny, have you played Superstar Dance Club?
#1 hits? Yes, I have. That's a good game. I think you actually got that at a thrift store somewhere at some point.
Didn't we find a copy of it and we didn't get it because it was it was missing the dance mat? Or is that something else?
That might have been something else.
Yeah, probably that.
Yeah, Superstar Dance Club is a budget PS1 game. Very Eurobeat styled. This game could use some Eurobeat. It's a pretty funky dance, Garfield.
Wow, some talent.
I know. I've always felt the rhythm in my fur.
Oh god, lips.
I've always felt the rhythm in my fur. So we'll close things out with this. This is Garfield 2, aka Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties. It is available for the PlayStation 2 here in North America, so if this looks... Look at that rat!
Oh no!
That rat is huge!
That rat's as big as Garfield!
There, I took
It's
care
dead.
of it. Good job, Garfield. Well, we got 2 more to go through, and
All
so
right.
far these are actually okay. These are actual video games. Next up, Garfield Saving Arlene, 2006. Once again, PAL only. There was a US release planned, but it was canceled. Alright, it's time to save Arlene. We haven't talked about her yet. She's Garfield's love interest. That's it. Alright, from Hip Games, another budget-minded UK developer, or publisher rather. Oh my god!
I don't know about this.
Okay, I've never heard of that company.
Okay, choose your language.
English, please. Alright, a premium Garfield experience. That's what we're getting here. I just want a good Garfield game, damn it. We deserve at least that much.
Just one good Garf.
So far, that last game may have been the best we've seen so far. And there he is. Old Garf himself, back again. Another trip on the PS2. What do we got here? Shifting back to a more animated look.
Sorry, what? I'll just take some more of that. Odie doesn't respect anything. Not even my naps before me.
Sounds like he's gonna be in falling down.
Could it be the ice
Nobody
cream?
respects Garfield.
Oh no, it's the animal annihilation facility.
What the fuck?
Taking Arlene. I just saw her in the back of the...
What's that, Garfield?
We have to...
Sound mixing Garfield?
Odie, hurry up. You gotta save her.
Odie, there's a mixing board right over there. Just turn it down.
Okay, I'm coming. What would you all do without... You'll go through the gardens to catch up with him.
I don't know why he cuts off at the end of every sentence, but it's pretty good. Here we are in the Yappin' Yards. Our first step to saving Arlene from the animal annihilation facility. Yikes.
Yeah, a little dark, Garfield.
There's no chance we can catch up with him if we take the road. It would also make me tired. Going through the garden.
Alright, Garfield, I guess we'll do things your way. So this game has a
I
unique
found a
style to
key.
it. Not the best
I'll
looking,
just
but it's
warn
very
you, I
cartoonish.
refuse to carry more than one key at a time. It would be too much for a poor little...
You know,
You gotta quit trailing off like that, Garfield.
fuck off, Garf.
Alright, you can kick Odie in this one. Good. He doesn't really
Danny,
say
what
anything,
the fuck?
though.
Come on.
It's just kind of sad. Poor Odie. Can I kick the barbecue? I'm gonna kick everything.
Can you kick Odie into the barbecue?
Ooh, yeah, okay. Come here. Nope,
Damn.
I tried. It sounds like a real strain.
Ugh! Garfield, oh god, I can't jump!
I can jump if I really have to.
Uh-huh.
Don't overdo it. It's exhausting. And don't make me jump too high. We wouldn't want me to get hurt.
Wouldn't want me to get...
Frumple asks if this is a Floygan Brothers game with a Garf skin.
It is very
It does have that
Floyganish.
look, yeah.
Much more inspired by classic
Certain doors have
cartoons.
to be
That makes
opened with a
sense.
Switch instead of a... You have to hold the switch down for the door to stay open.
Okay, okay.
Who knew Odie would end up being useful? Odie.
Odie,
Odie, get the fuck
on the
on the
switch.
switch.
Get on the switch. There we go. Good dog. Alright, I'm liking this one so far. It's got a nice look to it. The gameplay is pretty brisk. It feels good to jump around. I like the exaggerated grunts Garfield does whenever he jumps. It's appropriate.
Ouch! That flea bag got me. I'm warning you, if this kind of thing happens to me again, I'll...
Didn't finish his thought there. That's okay.
When provoked, I will fight back. Especially when my food is on...
Yeah, come over here so I can beat the shit out of you. Oh wait, that's
a
not
different
Odie.
dog. Yeah, kick that dog's ass. That's not Odie.
Oh, this one's got combat. I like this.
I can pick up these ingredients and make myself a really good meal.
Is this the same voice actor as the last two games?
I think
It sounds
he
like
is.
him. Oh, I got powers? Alright, so... Oh, health recovery. That's all it does. Okay, this game has crafting in it.
And different foods give you different powers, it looks like.
Yeah.
This is messed up.
Wow, food is a vital component of this game. It's keeping pretty close to the Garfield mythos there. Food is very important to Garfield.
He's like, yeah, my girlfriend,
I don't think I did that right.
girlfriend's gonna get murdered, but time to make a burg.
Hey, it's burger time. I can't believe this has combat in it. That's pretty good.
Night, Taizo. Oh god, Garf, what are you doing? You
I
just,
gotta kill this dog.
for the love of...
Is he killable? Man. Well, whatever. We got a puzzle to solve. Odie, push these crates. Odie, pretend this is Jurassic Park Trespasser. Push me some crates. Wow, if only I'd been paying attention when it told me how to do that. It's fine. Well, sorry, Arlene, but I couldn't be bothered listening to the tutorial.
Sorry, Arlene, you're dead.
We'll
I'm
save
so
you some
sorry.
other time. It's cool. This game seems alright, though. pleasantly surprised after the last few. They're honestly charting a path of improvement to Garfield here on the PS2. And I think it's time to finally finish things out with Garfield 4. Are you ready?
No.
Let's finish things up. This is it. This is the last Garfield. This one is Garfield Lasagna World Tour.
PS2?
Mm-hmm. Props to Alex for typing out all these game names.
Gotta have my Garf.
You spelled most of them correctly. It's fine.
Hey.
No, you did good. You want to play this one?
You know, I may as well. I think it's only fair.
Yeah, why not? Alex closed things out for us tonight with Garfield Lasagna World Tour for the PS2. Here we go. So this one also got a PAL release, and this one was released a year later in the States. This came out in 2007 over here. This is not the last console Garfield game. The last one came out on the Wii.
Oh, conspiracy theory. Oh, it's these guys again.
Oh, no.
The awful elf.
Well, then again, their last game was alright. Yeah, last console game was the Garfield Show on the Wii in 2010, so track that down if you want a complete set. Can you believe they made a game about Garfield? 4 of them on the PS2 alone?
Yeah, no saving. No saving needed for Garf World Tour.
Yeah.
The Lasagna Chronicles.
So we didn't get very far in many of these games, but we did give a quick look at them. Was a little bit disappointed by what I saw, but that makes a lot of sense for Garfield. Garfield is a very generic character, or he did become so in his latter years. Just been licensed to hell.
Multiplayer mode, that's interesting.
Multiplayer, huh?
The options. That's cool. Adventure mode, let's...
Garfield Adventure, like Sonic Adventure.
Garfventure.
You know, I really like you, and that's an understatement. But you'll have to leave for reasons of state. Okay, well, it's really for reasons of stomach, but what? Odie, my cake!
Ugh,
Gretchen,
Garfield.
This crime deserves the most severe punishment. What? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? A big treasure hunt? With a lifetime worth of lasagna as a reward? Do you realize? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, forget it and follow me.
What the fuck is with Garf?
That's Dark Normal.
Are you is that... Oh my god, it's like it's fucking Garfield Star Wolf. This is... Okay, alright, I'm all in on this shit.
Can't let you do that, Garfield. Also, to continue the chat, Garfield Origins, Garfield Chronicles.
Okay, let's go. We're on our way to the treasure hunt store. We'll need a radar device to find the clues.
The treasure hunt store.
Alright, how do you...
So very similar to the last game in terms of looks and presentation. The animation seems to be the same for a lot of things. They added lighting effects for this one. I kind of like the way this looks. They managed to make it look appropriately dusky. They've also kept that weird split screen thing, which I don't really understand. Like, are they trying to be 24?
Like a comic.
Oh, okay.
Because Garfield is a comic.
No, they were inspired by 24.
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't say that, but my highly developed musculature means I can jump and cling on like a wildcat.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't jump very high, or very far, but that's normal. I'd hurt myself if I fell from a great height.
Okay, that's good, Garf.
Yeah, wouldn't say what. He just kind of began that thought in mid-sentence. Also very much appreciating the Garfield video game titles in chat. Metal Garf Solid.
I'm a delicate and sensitive little creature. Only kidding. A refined...
What?
That was weird.
That was really weird.
Alright, well, whatever.
In spite of my 20/20 eyesight, some obstacles can bother me. In which case...
Wait, what was that?
That's
In
so
which case,
weird!
I have a little thing I do that's all my own. I just look elsewhere.
That's a weird thing this game does. It tries to load the second part of the conversation, then it plays it in the left headphone. and then he just... It's odd. So it suffices to say, if you like the last Garfield game, hopefully you did, because this one is pretty much the same. No one's being taken to the dog pound this time.
No one's murdered! Alright,
Kind of a low-key adventure for Garfield here, at least at first.
Odie!
Oh my god! This game gets a 10 out of 10!
Whoa, you can ride on Odie! This game has mounts!
Hey,
Amazing.
Danny?
Yeah?
My Odie? Come ride it.
Jimmy
I'm
Wine's
so
gonna
sorry.
sue us. It's
Yeah,
showing
I'm
a different part. Oh wait, no, it is showing that, isn't it? Oh, go to that, that doghouse there. Yeah.
There's the key.
Okay, so this is basically a sequel to the last game. It's all about key hunting and navigating these 3D environments. Oh my god, there's rabid dogs everywhere. Kill 'em, Garf.
Nothing or nobody will get in the way of my lasagna hunt. And certainly not a mangy mutt.
Yeah, you tell 'em, Garf.
This line's not even loading. About waking up the...
The Elder Garf, Garfly Premonition, Garfield R. This is just what's going on in chat right now. No, please, keep it coming. It's appropriate. Holy shit. Got some nice snappy hit effects for this one.
Again, taking inspiration from 24, I'm just beating up and killing everyone in sight.
Mm-hmm.
I can't grab this, it sucks. I want that though.
Probably because you're at full health.
Don't care. I missed that Pookie, but whatever, I'm on the move.
It's fine. It's a speedrun now. Okay, now the real question is, there a speedrun community for this?
But it isn't carnival time.
That's way less likely.
He found a gun!
Garfield gets a gun.
Garfield gets a gun!
Garfield.
Garfield gets a gun!
Alright, so our adventure ends here tonight. We have finally found Garfield his own gun.
No, how do I get that gun? I have the gun, and then the gun just disappears. What do I do with the gun?
Okay, in the upper right, it showed costumes.
I think it's a perfect mission for Calamity Jane.
The fuck is...
Imagine party Garfs.
Oh, I can get my gun out, okay.
Yeah, shoot your gun.
Okay. Someone says it's gonna be like the Shadow the Hedgehog of games. I think Smep said that. And yes!
And yeah, you were right. This is a game where Garfield gets a gun. Finally. Why shouldn't cats have guns? It's an inalienable right.
No, okay, but imagine Tess and Buns with a gun. You think you're annoyed in the morning now? Do you imagine that cat with a gun in
Alright,
her paws?
our own cats should not have guns.
We've decided
They're
no.
too demanding.
Hey, Odie.
Yeah, there is a first-person Garf mode. Oh my god, you're gonna shoot Odie in the head, execution style. Oh.
I missed. Let's get closer.
The assassination of Odie by the coward Garfield. Hey, Odie, look at that picture over there.
Yeah, it's real nice, huh, Odie? Real fucking nice. Nothing. It doesn't matter. Odie's too dumb to be shot by a gun.
Well, at least Garfield got his gun.
What else can I shoot?
Our character development has come full circle. Garfield has learned so much about himself and the world around him. He's finally worthy of gun ownership. That's where his life took him today, here on the PS2.
We don't call 911. No, I want to shoot that can.
Solicitors will be shot.
It won't let me. It won't let me shoot the trash can. This game is once again a fail.
Garfield Troopers, Volgarf the Viking, Afterburner Garf Max. Odie Kami is pretty good. Garf Life 2, Left for Garf. Defense of the Garfields, Garfield Crush Hour.
Gotcha.
It just
I
keeps
arrest
happening.
you for the illegal import of lasagna. I must confiscate your shipment immediately.
Yeah, kill him. Kill him, Garfield. Shoot that
Yeah,
dog.
I need to ride Odie for this part.
Oh yeah, ride on Odie and then shoot him.
Oh no, my costume! I can't shoot the dog now!
Oh,
I gotta
you can't
kick
shoot
him.
anybody.
I gotta kick him, yeah. Alright, hold on. I gotta get my fucking gun back. No, I'm not gonna do this final showdown without my handy dandy Garf gun.
Classic Garf lines. I gotta get my fucking gun back.
Don't try me.
PlayerUnknown's Battle Garfs, Garf TT Superbike, the Rub Garfields, Gal Garf Double Piece. I bought Gal Garf this week since it was discounted. It was a very perverted game.
Those dogs are running away from me now. Good.
Well, you have a gun.
It's another gun in case I need it. Thank you.
Garfield Torment,
is...
Garf Revolution. Where's
Are
that
you?
damn fourth
I will
lasagna?
not swim. I mean, do I look like a beaver or what?
Oh my god. Okay, Garf.
I don't think there's much else to see in this game, but
the line for me.
it does look like an improvement from the last game. There is a clear evolution since that first primitive adventure game. It soon evolved to like this 3D platformer. And from what I've seen here, it seems pretty well put together. It was good enough to get a US release. It was not PAL exclusive. Yeah, nice work, folks. You turned Garfield into an okay platformer.
Are you sure you play using your hands?
He did a blub blub when he hit the water, like in Sonic Boom. Though not as exaggerated as in that game. I'm done with this. Are you done with this?
I killed Odie.
You did.
And now, in my guilt, I will join him.
I hate Mondays. It's Monday today, isn't it?
Yep, it's Monday. You're right, Garfield. Well, a tragic but possibly unavoidable ending. Garfield pushing Odie into the water and then falling in himself.
Oh, God.
A tragic end for one of America's greatest heroes. Thank you, Garfield.
That's Garf!
And that concludes our extended look at the Garfield series.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of bad games, Alex. None were especially really great either. The Genesis one stood out since it had actual good animation, but the gameplay really let it down, I thought. Really unfortunate, because otherwise
Mark,
that
it
would
goes Garfing up. Let's go.
Yeah, that's been happening for the last 10 minutes, Alex.
The
You got a
seventh
lot
Garf,
to catch
let's-
up on.
Mansion of Hidden Garfs.
So I hope you enjoyed that.
yes,
If there are more Garfield games, you can seek those out if you want, but those are the ones we've covered tonight, and we are done with that cat. We're done with you, Garfield.
No more Garf!
You go off and smoke that pipe on your own, because we're done with you.